Hey folks, Quilly Team here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dyson Sphere Project. Last episode, we went to a new planet and we set up mining for silicon and titanium. I have made the trip home and we are ready to get our yellow crystal or yellow science cube tech going. I've gone and slapped down the matrix buildings to produce them, and they are all ready to be belted onto our little transportation system over here and into our actual science producers. I've got a total of 16 of these because it takes 8 seconds per cycle, so if we have 16, then we will produce 2 per second, which is exactly the same rate as we are producing everything else. Now, for this stuff, we need diamonds, and we need titanium crystals. Now, diamonds can be made from raw stuff. Where's the diamond in here? No returns. Yeah, and the second one, I think there's a possibility of maybe getting raw diamonds and then you cut them. And yeah, it can be made. Oh, kimberlite ore. Yeah, which we do not have. Kimberlite is presumably not turbo common here. I wonder if we can get the stats on the entire solar system. I mean, kimberlite doesn't even show up in here, so I think it's fairly rare. But that's okay, because we can make it out of our graphite. Energetic graphite. Man, though that energetic graphite gets used for a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. We can probably cut back on this coal power plants here. Oh, the other thing I did is I went and threw... I've got 3 of these cannons now flinging into space, because it was sort of locked at 203, 204. I think because of the decay rate, it wasn't keeping up. So I am flinging a few more into there. Whether or not the order of this makes sense, I have no idea. We already actually are producing diamonds. We needed it for something else. So, given that, we can just sort of piggyback on some of this. I want to move the this container. I'm not sure that I've got enough. Do I have enough inventory space? Oh, I do. Good. Excellent. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab from this line, and I'm going to put a splitter on here. Might be a little hard with water. I've got some diamonds stored in there. I just want to put the splitter over here. I mean, we can do some dismantling. I think what I want to do is over here. And actually, I don't have any splitters on me, but that's okay. We can produce some. Yeah, we'll produce 10. That's going to be okay. I've got to make some gears first, but that's fine. Apparently, I ended up with some solar cells in my pocket at some point. I must have grabbed it when I was moving the ejectors around. So we'll have to go and correct that shortly. There we go. Splitter. Yeah, probably just this one. Okay. 2, 1, 2, 3. Alright. And we can increase the diamond production over there. I will trash you. There. And keep going with the diamondage to, it looks like, here to me. And we can drop you down to the ground and run you over here. Okay. I'm sure we'll have to increase our diamond production. Oh, shit, that's not the ground. No! Go one level lower. Thank you. There. Okay, diamonds, then we need titanium crystals. Now this turns out to be a little trickier than I had expected, because we need something else that does not seem to come in infinite supply. At least not at this point, so this tech might be a little tricksy. I'm going to set up I guess, yeah, just another one of these lines. I'll have it pull in the other direction for now. Where do we do this? In the smelter? Oh, we can make organic crystals. Oh, okay. Because we can find some as well, but okay, so we can make them as much as we need to. Titanium crystals are made in an assembler, which I don't have on me. But there we go. We can produce some. I mean, I think we have some just sitting around, but... Because, yeah, so in my inventory, I do have some organic crystals that I got from smashing some of the trees and some of the plants. I was like, oh man, are we limited to that? But no, it's going to be fine. We'll be able to produce some. Go some more, because we'll definitely need some more of that. And then, I think we're probably out of iron, which let's be limited there. These guys can't empty, because that's a big bottleneck, so that's okay. Iron plates. We always need a little bit of that. I guess I could get ready with our logistic things. We might need... Yeah, I say use the speed 2s here. We might not need them, but because it's stacked 4 high, I thought, well, maybe. We might not need it for the one that's up close. Like that. Alright, assembling machines are coming in. So, I guess I can do it on this side. Arbitrarily, we'll do 4. And you are making titanium crystals. Paste it that way. How quickly do you produce this? 4 seconds per cycle. So, definitely not fast. I should really have some basic assemblers here. Definitely not very quick. So I've got these yellow crystals on me, but we will have to produce some more. I guess what I could do is I could just dump some of the ones I've got on me in here. Yeah, we still have some in the inventory, but I guess it's going to be okay. And then the titanium plates. So, I have a bunch on me that we grabbed from another planet. I may just have to make some trips back and forth from time to time to do that until we get the interplanetary logistics, which I'm hoping work really well. I have no idea. I haven't gotten there yet. I have no idea the process for setting that up. Maybe it's completely unfeasible for what I'm hoping to do, but fingers crossed. Alright, so on the other side, we'll need to be feeding some things into you. I guess I'll go ahead and corner off some of the transport belts now, even though you can't just pick them up out of a bin, but let's save a little bit of walking for a sec. So we're going to need a second row of these as well. Like that. Yeah, we know it doesn't produce very quickly. I don't think there's a lot of inputs either. So I'm just going to put a bin here. And drop the rest of the crystals in there. I guess it's really for the titanium. Well, I guess I'll put another bin here. And in this one, I'm going to drop all the titanium. Done. Okay. So you are now producing this stuff, which after a 4-second cycle will go out onto here. Which means our yellow cube production has started. But yeah, we're going to need to make this a lot faster because there's no way this is going to get saturated enough. But the first of the yellow cubes just came off the assembly line and is going through our scientification. Excellent. Yeah, this is so slow. Holy crap. I think this is the only way to make this, too. And 4 seconds a cycle, we're going to have to dedicate a crap ton of space just to doing this. I think we're going to have to pave over a lot more territory here. So I'm going to grab... right over here, these are foundations. I'm going to grab a ton of this foundation stuff. We're going to pave over a lake. Okay. Probably use more material than we need to, but that's okay. Anyway, so now I can extend this line outwards. I'll have to move our little titanium storage, but that's going to be okay. But we need to get the organic crystals happening. I mean, so we can feed just wood and plant material and water into it, but that's not infinitely sustainable. What's the other thing here? What is this? Plastic. Oh, geez, that is a whole hell of a production line. We don't have much of a choice, though, do we? How is So the plastic needs... So we need refined oil and water, and the plastic also needs refined oil. So I feel like we're going to end up with an excess of hydrogen, which used to be a bottleneck for our sciencing. I guess we're not backing up. It's not backing up now. Well, the storage tank is pretty full, actually, so this isn't bad. But yeah, we are going to end up with way too much hydrogen in the system. We need... there will be things we can burn, because we can turn the hydrogen into helium for things that I don't know what yet, but that will be a thing that we can do. So that can be a bit of a sink for us. At least currently we don't need that many yellow cubes, which is maybe our one saving grace. I kind of feel like, yeah, we've got more crude oil over here, and this is mostly, I think, going to be getting backed up. Yeah, we're not using this crude oil that quickly. But wouldn't it be nice if we get a few more yellow crystals just by smashing this stuff? Yeah, see, organic crystals. We get some from time to time by doing this. But we've got more oil production than we currently need for our current systems. I think what we do is we pull some of the crude oil off of this and set up another refining area. Now, we may not have to do the upscaling. I don't know. We need this. The only thing we don't need is hydrogen in this whole affair. We can make hydrogen logistics drones, hydrogen fuel rods. So yeah, our excess hydrogen can be converted into fuel rods, and that's not going to be a bad thing at all for us. All right. Did I make extra splitters? I did. Good. What we're going to do is we're going to go and make a little gap here. Bring down just the ground. Yeah, the basic splitter here is going to be fine. We're going to route a bunch of crude oil this way. It'd be nice if we could do copy and paste blueprints, because I sort of have a system that I'm okay with over there. I wonder if this automatically gets cut down for us. I mean, I think if I put down a building, it does. I just don't know if it, like, just trashes the material. I think it does. At this point, it might be nice to generate a few more of these crystals. Theoretically, we're still producing yellow cubes. We're not producing them very quickly, because the production line for it is pretty bad. So, I guess what I really need is a bunch more chemical plants. No, oil refineries. Let's not make that mistake again. Okay, let's set up one basic line. Let me move you. There we go, like that. So you're doing this, and then I think we're leaving space. Shoot. Or like laser beaming into space is what it looks like. I still think there's a more compact way to do this, but I mean, at least it works. Those two things together. So you're doing the... Yes, you're doing the plasma refining, which bootstraps the system. And then these two are going to be doing the X-ray cracking, which amplifies it. And it gives us the graphite that we're going to need. Is there room here? That is looking awfully tight, but yeah, okay, good. We get the hydrogen and the refined. So yeah, we need... One side is going to carry some hydrogen. One side is going to carry some refined. And there's some, like, back looping that goes on, too. Maybe we can clean this up a little bit, actually. That in there, which is good. So put the hydrogen on the outside. The refined over here. So you take in some of both. You also export hydrogen. On one side, sort of doesn't matter. At one side, we need the energetic graphite export. And I think this ratio works out. I don't think we actually needed the buffer for anything. I think the speed at which this makes stuff is going to be fine. Well, I mean, we end up with an excess of hydrogen, obviously, because that's what we're making, but I don't think the refine does as long as these things continue to work. I might be wrong about that. We may need a bit of a buffer. Well, we need some refined here, because actually we're using some. We need more refined than the other. We need a little bit of everything here. Actually, I don't even know if we need the hydrogen. We do need the graphite, though. So we need this process to happen, but I think... Well, let's see in a second. Now, where do we actually make this? Oh, we still need to make plastic. Hold on. So we still need plastic. That gets made in the chemical facility. And yeah, that needs the refined oil and the energetic graphite. So what I'll do is I will just extend this out. Thusly. And thusly. And then we have what we need to make plastic. That actually does get made in a chemical plant, which I don't have on me, but I can make 3. Let's go ahead and make 3 of that. Awesome! Obtain a new type of alloy material. Oh, titanium alloy. No, we already had that. That's not new. Oh! No, high-strength titanium. Oh, this, yeah, okay. Titanium alloy as opposed to just titanium. Oh, we need some crazy inputs for that. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. This is just going to get harder and harder until we get our logistics. Okay, we've got our local logistics. And maybe I could actually be developing the local logistics, which will save us some effort here. Because what I'm doing here is I'm optimizing for yellow cube production, not what we need to set up our local logistics. Now we're researching interstellar or interplanetary logistics. Okay, chemical plant. I'm gonna do this. Your job is to make plastic. Yeah, you'll do this, but you need plastic first. I guess all this extra wood I end up with, I can feed into a generic one. You know, manually put it in something. And actually, when we get logistics, if we can do like automatic, like sort of trashing from our inventory, and make it so that whenever I pick up wood, it gets dumped in a, you know, a chest somewhere to be used for some more crystal crafting, that'd actually be a pretty nice way to deal with it. Because right now, I don't think we have any use for logs or plant fuel. Other than, you know, we can use it to personally fuel ourselves. I think that was the only thing. Oh, what are the production times on this? 3 seconds, and yeah, okay, so that's going to be just fine like this. And so on the other side over here is going to be plastic. Okay, but then we need the next step. What does this look like? We do this. It needs plastic and oil and water. So it's got 3 inputs, and that's more refined oil, right? Oops. Do I have the means to construct these? Oh, and a water pump, I guess. Water pump. Please to make 1 for me. Thank you. mean, we'll probably want a separate input line for this, but just for the sake of the initial setup and trying to understand what the hell is going on. Yeah, and then we'll run some water along this way. And what's your cycle time? 6 seconds. You don't need to grab a lot of anything, so we can probably just use the basic ones. So that. Water pump's still in the queue. Bam. Okay. Water's a go. Power this area up. And now we have organic crystal production. Done. Power's a little short. We'll deal with that next. Alright. So... finish these off for me. We need the organic crystals to end up here. Out of organic crystals, because that's what was dumping out of that chest. There we go. Catch up to my bots. Right now it's slow, but we do have barring any sort of bottleneck, like choke point that happens, because actually the hydrogen dumping would be the choke point, because right now we don't consume all the hydrogen from this production line. But otherwise, we do have infinite organic crystal production, I think, well, until we run out of oil, I guess. We just have to solve the hydrogen bottleneck, which might just be sticking it in a liquid container for now, which will require me to have some more steel. May as well pick that up. Bin the brick? Possible we don't. We should start making the big storage bins, actually. Storage seems to be something that's quite valuable. Just wait here a sec until we get the first bin. It is a lot larger as well. Like, it fits more. But it does actually use up more physical space. Which I guess makes a lot of sense. Done. Now, I might want to block off some of this, because we may not want to store this much brick. But I'm going to standardize on these larger containers. We can move some things later on. We might want to increase that number later on. But there we go. Okay. Oh, this never got finished. Oh. Where am I going, bots? Oh, you are just going over there. Alright. I guess it's just because I travel faster than my own bots. Yeah, see, I think the hydrogen line is completely full, so this is going to get stalled out soon. There we go. Crystals. So for now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this hydrogen and just store it in a stockpile. But I think we need to do hydrogen production. There'll be other things that we need the helium for. need hydrogen for various things later on. So this will just act as a big buffer for this here for now. And that's going to be okay. Now you are mostly waiting for plastics, I think. And this is actually mostly waiting for the refined oils to happen. Now, here's the thing. I've got this whole queue set up because of, like, well, we need the graphite as well, right? But that might not even be the most significant choke point. Refiners. Go! Chop, chop. Right production? Yes. Grab from here. This is going to be your crude. Over here is going to be your hydrogen. There. Crude here. Here we're picking up hydrogen, and then we are dumping hydrogen. We need power. Switch it up to here, and then what? Obviously want to connect up to some sort of elevated hydrogen loop or refined oil loop. Something like that. Here, we'll pass under. That didn't actually. It's hard to get the 3D clicking. You don't actually need to do the level change on this bit. Like, it's smart enough to. There it is. To latch on, but it's hard to get the click right. And then the hydrogen, well, it'll do something similar. Yeah, we'll probably expect an elevated connection. Oh, lack of items. Yeah, I gotta pick up a ton of these conveyor belts. Just handcraft a ton for now, but that's gonna be okay. On this slightly. Go. Here. Do one of those. There you go. So we can scale this. Now it's feeling like I'm making highways in city skylines, which of course is why they're so messy, because my highways in city skylines are always so messy. The graphene is going to start backing up here. Now the problem is I didn't leave myself enough room maybe for the plastic stuff. Well, that's not true, because I can just extend this. So we can move this here. Pull back. I think we'll make a few movements here. Object. Oh yeah, alright, I guess it was colliding that way. You can do the control click into just like a random space to dump. Oh, that's nice. Save myself a little bit of micro. Actually, I was gonna say we're probably starting to run low on fuel. Let me go ahead and throw some of that in there. There, we can burn some of this crude oil too. Don't care about holding onto that. Okay. And then, what I think I'll do is actually I'll move the actual crystal production a little further away, so that we don't end up getting each other's way quite so much. I mean, I need to craft some more of these chemical plants. Which, oh, well, I've got enough for one. Let's do that fairly quickly. Let me pick up some more resources, actually. We are using a lot of fuel by doing all the flying around, but it's kind of nice. Stacks of that. And then it's glass and the blocks. Well, we know we are binning the blocks now. Stacks of that, and the glass over here. Stacks of that, and then we should be able to make 2. Oh, steel. Which I think is still not being binned, but it's fairly easy, I guess, to pick up some stacks. Should probably be binned. Excellent. I don't know if we need 23, but we'll do something like that. And then, while I'm over here, do those so I don't have to craft as many. All right. Just waiting. This can be trashed here. Just waiting for those organic crystals to come in. I love flying around. It feels so good. What we can do now is we can move and bring this over here. And we can put our plastic production up. Yeah, over here. There, that's okay. Right, we were just piggybacking off the refined oil over here, which still seems like an okay way to do it. We can reroute things and change our production amounts and stuff, especially if now we've got some space, right? As long as we get these various materials over here, we're going to be fine. I'm not sure refined oil. We'll have to check. There might be some bottlenecks happening there, but let's re-get the organic crystal production flowing. Probably have some refined oil in my inventory right now. Having picked stuff up. Maybe not. We got water. Go, drones, go! Alright. So back over here. Back to chemical plant. I don't think we've got enough inputs to run this, maybe that's okay. Oh, I should have placed the first one down under copying as well. In here, you don't actually need to pick up that much of each, right? No. So, and it's a slow production, so we can use the cheap ones, cheap sorters, to load you in here. And unload you that way. And as long as you've got power, this should be working. Go, bot, go. Thank you. Excellent. All right. Come down to here, and then where are we routing these? It's back to there. Then this way. Oh, is this the line that is supposed to go on? Yeah. Which means this whole thing can be dismantled. will give us more room for our oil refineries to ramp this up. Okay. These guys are still being starved for inputs right now. It's still just the actual raw oil, and we are ended up with too much graphite. I don't know. Might be a matter of like getting more of those and start using one, I guess. Oil refineries, just another baseline one, because really, unless there's a better way to get the refined oil itself, it might be. Refined oil. No, that's sulfuric acid. Can we see the refined oil on this list? Maybe we can. I mean, I guess this breaks the pattern. I guess I don't care right now. There, that's gonna be okay. And sorters, so we're gonna do hydrogen there. There. Oh, and I think you need an input. That might help. So we're still not doing anything with any of the hydrogen on this line. But we've increased our refined oil production a little bit, which was the limiting factor on our plastic production. Okay. Now plastic's going to be going. It's still going over here. We don't have everything hooked up, but it's not like we can run more than one of these bad boys right now anyway. Just let our little construction bots get back in the zone over here. Finish hooking this up. We still don't have titanium production on this planet, but I'm kind of okay with it, because this bin should last a fairly long time. We do need 3 times as much titanium as the crystals. And right now, I'm still limiting to making trips back and forth between the planets to bring a ton of titanium in one big go. Boom. One more. And one more over here. Sorters. Oh, I don't have enough steel for that. Okay. There. I mean, I don't need all these hooked up right now, I guess, on the basis that they literally aren't going to be supplied. Alright, refined oil. Because I'm feeding both this and that. Should we look at our other oil refineries over here? Do we have an excess of refined oil? I mean, for a while we did. Ooh, interstellar logistics. Unlock the magnificent space elevator, interstellar logistics station. As long as you put logistics vessels in the station, you will realize the transportation materials between planets. Which sounds awesome. Oh, actually, this thing is full. Huh. Alright, well, for now, it being full is actually really bad, because it might be bottlenecking some other part of our system. Oh man, these can go really high. I had no idea how tall you can make these. Collide with another object. Being a little weird going that high up, apparently. From straight out of here. You can make like roller coasters. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm just gonna bring some refined oil. I'm outpacing my bots here. Go bots, go! Autobots, roll out. so tall they might go over a bunch of the factories like this. Come on, I missed a spot. Can do these. Thank you. Come here, and then we'll drop back down to ground level. Do this here, please. They're not quite ground level, but that's okay. We can even it out if we wanted to, but it's not like it matters too much. Now what's nice here is this is still going to be... Well, it might block that. It says side loading, it might interfere with some things. I think we'll be okay. So this should kick up our yellow science production, like, considerably. It might still not be the speediest, but it should at least be happening. Now I'm going to start looking at some of these upgrades over here. Solar sail life, that sounds pretty useful, because right now it is being limited. Universe exploration does need that. Maybe like the mecha core and things actually might be in the inventory. I don't know. The mecha core maybe. Ray transmission efficiency. This actually seems like a pretty good idea to unlock. Sort of stacking. So does it pick up 2 at once? That's what I always assumed. But part of me does wonder if maybe it's a level thing, but... Just flat out research speed. There's a bunch of things we're going to want. Don't know how those work. I guess we'll just queue a ton of stuff up. Mini fusion generator. Uses deuterium, which eats hydrogen. Alright. These things are... Oh, it's coming soon. These are not unlocked by the game yet. Satellite power distribution. Powerful magnetic field excited by supermagnetic ring. There's a longer power transmission distance and a larger supply area. Now, it sounds like it's going to be useful. Alright, well, we've got tons of stuff queued up now. Oh, okay, so plastic is, like, full at this point. So you're going, this is just slow, so we do need to get this going, which means I'm going to go and pick up some more iron. Our timer's gone quite long here. But we definitely have yellow cube production happening. It can be accelerated by more of the organic crystal creation, which is the only bottleneck right now. And then every now and again, I'm going to have to make a trip for the titanium. But hopefully we can get that process automated in the not too distant future. Oh, hold on. It's not this. It's sorters that I want to be building. Oh, no! Successfully full inventory, which I think leads to things just getting trashed, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, it's still doing the same ones. There's gonna be a good amount of them. If I end up picking up more organic crystals, and I have picked up some because of smashing trees and things, I can just dump them into one bin. Oh, the other thing I can do here is unload a ton of stuff, including like water and things, and just plug in my inventory. There we go. Good. So yeah, just sorters. Done, and you probably need, yeah, the other side. Okay, they're all burbling away with a very appealing sound. Generating organic matter fairly quickly now. Excellent. In fact, for all I know, I'll end up with a backlog of this because we might not need, you know, as much input all that quickly as I've got going on. But that's okay. I mean, a backlog of input's hardly the end of the world. still worried about the oil processing and things because there's like multiple things being produced, and depending on how the bottlenecks might appear, could actually be a problem. Oh, and the other thing is that this is slow. I mean, so far, I'm going to load some more yellow crystals indirectly. It's been, it was an input shortage, but it does take like 4 seconds a cycle to make these titanium crystals. So we probably need to move this too. Move this bin over and just extend this. Yeah, because that's going to be the shorter now. So I don't have enough to pick up everything here. Oh, I do. Okay, excellent. Because it won't let you pick it up if you don't have enough space for that. It won't trash everything in a bin. I'm just going to build a bunch of these. I don't know how much we need, but worst case scenario, some of them sit idle. I don't think they use as much power when they're idle either, so it really doesn't cost you anything to just have them sitting around doing nothing. There. And so what I'll do, I guess, is put the titanium in this bin. Hello, bots. I'll do a fast sorter and drop the titanium there. Like so. Oopsie. That's always the problem when I draw these, because in Factorio you can like rotate the belt and then draw it in any direction you want. Because often it proves to be easier to draw it in one direction than the other, but here the drag direction sets the belt direction. And I always forget that because I'm used to doing it in Factorio the other way. Okay, we're gonna put a cut in here for a sec, but folks, at some point, we are not going to go to the end of the game in this. We're not going to finish it. We've got a few too many games going on. I'm really happy we've taken a look at Dyson. We will be doing a couple extra videos, but we are going to be nearing the end of this series here, I think. Well, we'll see. I'll take a look at the views. We'll get some feedback from people. At some point, something's got to get dropped. I don't know what that something will be. We can't do all games always and forever, as much as we might like to. That's the power situation. Okay, fine. I need to dump a little faster for this. Other than, maybe, it looks like 2 of these fully saturate that. Using up a little extra material on these little things, it's not much of a hardship to just go faster. Dude, it is enough to almost exactly perfectly, saturate this. 3 trips per second, which means we put 6 things down at a time, which is exactly the capacity of this. Oh, well, that works out beautifully. Do we have the outputs on this? No. I don't think I quite finished this. These things are still slow as hell. And apparently there's a little power gap. Boom, 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 boom. There's going to be, a big line here because there were some, diamonds sitting around that hadn't been... We're not diamonds, titanium crystals, I suppose. The diamonds are coming the other way. Yellow science a go-go. These guys are having to wait because they've got to pick up enough and they start sending them up. So we might not have all of these working entirely at first. And in fact, I don't think we'll ever be working all of these currently because we're simply not making these titanium crystals fast enough. I mean, I guess I could use the Mark II assemblers. And maybe I should start doing more of that because some of these production times are getting kind of long. Yeah, it's not an input concern, is it? Wait, are we out of titanium? No. the backlog. We actually might have to make this a Mark II to use all these. I'm not going to worry about it for now. Some of these things sit idle, oh well, and we can do more later. I mean, right now the big thing is going to be that, yeah, we're going to run out of titanium soon. And apparently we're also going to run out of core energy. So, I've got to pick up some more graphite. We do bin that, so I should have a big supply of it somewhere. Me flying around is not helping out with some of that. Yeah, right over here. And I can dump these trees. I was thinking I could just, you know, burn some of the trees in plant matter. But I might want to do a conversion to something later on. I forgot to pick this up, didn't actually throw it in the fuel. Let me grab more of this, because I'm going to be making another trip for titanium soon. And I've got the bigger chests. Good, because we want. I think I'm going to stockpile more. We can increase our storage capacity, our inventory capacity at some point. Terrible. How's our Dyson system? Yeah, 410 is where it's sitting. I'll double check to make sure that I'm getting enough of the solar panels. I should put that in here. What do we got? Oh, I do have some diamonds sitting around. I'll just store the wood. Grab some diamonds and throw it into right over here, actually. Oh, these are all full on diamonds. I guess that makes sense. Okay. All good. Folks, thanks a lot for watching. We're going to put a cut in here. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.